Welcome back. In this video I'm going to cover uploading the bench, talk about some of the options in the uploader, and talk about analyzing. So first we're going to start out here with our typical uploading of the bench, which I have marked outdoor chairs. I'm going to make this bigger so that you can see what's going on here. And now I'm going to load my LOD models for my medium and my low. I'm not using a lowest because, well, quite frankly, there's no reason to at this point. So I'm just zeroing that out. Now I am going to come here where I already know my dimensions were off, and I'm going to cut this down in size. And now we get to our uploader. Okay, as you can see, Second Life offers us a few default options: the high, medium, low, lowest. Those rely off of your LOD models. So, like in the case of the high, that is my high LOD, and all those red areas there are telling me the physics mesh is too dense. Remove the small, thin triangles seen in preview, or see preview. So I would have to go through and remove those spots for this to work. But, well, honestly, we don't want and or need a physics mesh that dense. All we would be doing is adding LI for absolutely zero reason. And if we look at the medium, we have the same issue in a spot here. Not as bad, but still, this is overkill. So then we go to the low. Still actually overkill for what we're doing, but, well, it is at least better, and we no longer see the red. And lowest, well, I didn't add a lowest LOD, so it's defaulting to the low instead of the lowest. Now you'll notice here I have a couple of options that most of you do not have currently. That's because this is the experimental build of the Firestorm viewer, and in the next major update they have added some physics options for us. So instead of having to have a cube on our computer, we will have a default cube here that we can select. And the same with the hexagon, giving us a couple of shapes that we might need quite often, but then we will no longer have to try to have them on our hard drives or find them when we're doing our uploads. It's just there. User defined is going to be a great option for, like, if you, let's say you need a cylinder quite often for your physics mesh. You can put that in your user defined and you'll have that option available to you. But in our case, we're going to go from file. So we're going to come here, outdoor chairs, physics. Now, while most of the time, and in other videos that I will do in this course, I'm going to stress analyzing. In this particular case, because this physics mesh is so simple to start with, we don't need to analyze. In fact, if we did analyze, we would actually wind up causing more of a problem. Now, I know this on this particular one because I have already done this And you want to look at this right here, your physics weight. This one is at 0.680. Now, it doesn't matter if I analyze or anything else, it's not going to get any better, but it could actually mess me up. Now, saying this, I will say that I had made a previous version of this bench with a different physics mesh that was a bit more complex. Not analyzing that version of the physics, my LI on the finished item was at 4. Analyzing that mesh and then running the step 3 of the simplification knocked it down to 2 LI. So it's always something that you want to check and see which is going to be better. Because what happens is when we use a plane for a mesh, the Havoc engine sees it as double-sided. We still don't see it as double-sided. And as you can see, if I spin this around, we still see through the areas that would be the back of it. But, well, the Havoc engine isn't us. So it sees that then as a double-sided plane, or a double-sided piece. When you hit to simplify, you're taking the double-sidedness away, and you can wrap it around. Well, there's actually, okay, that's a preview, sorry. There's a surface, like what it's on right now, solid, and wrap. And you can close the holes. That works really great for things, especially like buildings. You know how in some buildings you'll get stuck between the walls or between a door and a wall. Simplifying can fix those problems. Or analyzing can fix those problems, excuse me. And simplify is then saying, okay, we've made the physics mesh more complex, so now we're going to take out whatever we can to try to start simplifying it again. You need to analyze before you can simplify. And as I said, in this particular case, we don't need to analyze. So we're just going to go ahead then and upload this. And I'm going to res this out here. Come here. Now, as always, you want to make sure you change this convex hull to prim. And now, as you can see, with this more simplified physics, my LI on this bench is at 1. Now, to show you what I was talking about with the other two, though, let me come here. That's the one that was 4 LI. And that's the one that was 2. Now, if you, let me come through here and go into edit on all 3 of them so that you can see. Oh, well, first off, so that it is an exact look, let me copy this size and paste it to here. So that then all 3 of them are the exact same size, so you know that that's not any part of the equation here. Okay, I should not have gone out of edit. Sorry. I meant to minimize it, not close it. This first one here with the more complex physics has been analyzed and looks really good. This one had the more complex physics but was not analyzed, and well, it's not bad, but it could be better. And this one had the simple physics with the best LI, which this also goes to show that your physics does greatly affect your LI. But now let me come here on this one, and you can see here it's 1 LI. This one is 4. The only difference is the physics, and in this case it wasn't analyzed. And in this one, it's at 2. Same physics as this one that was at 4, but analyzed. But our simple mesh is our best option and still leaves us with 1 LI and still has good LOD. And I will show you that. Because that's where you can start to see them after camming back. So the LOD on these are excellent.